Hey, how are you doing? So you play League of Legends, the game that everyone hates and loves at the same time. You might feel frustrated about your teams, or maybe it's your gameplay. Maybe you feel a little bit stuck, or you simply can't carry hard enough. Which is absolutely okay, because I am a League of Legends coach with more than 3,254 people coached. Players that improved really hard from bronze to diamond, platinum to master tier, or they simply got out of low elo, or some of them even got to grandmaster plus. Here is someone that got from gold to master tier with the help of my premium personalized coaching. If you're looking to get a free OPGG review, an analysis of your stats that will help you understand what are your biggest mistakes and problems, and more importantly how to fix them, I'll tell you if the champions that you play are good for climbing or not. All what you have to do is go on my stream, twitch.tv/izazlol, follow it, and when I'm streaming, ask for some help. It's so simple. Do it right now, it does not cost anything. Follow my stream and find what you're doing wrong instantly. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You really don't want to miss out what I'm going to post here if you actually want to climb and improve hard. See you on the stream. Good. Okay, good. So let's do the review of this game, and then we can either do a review of the Alistar or we're gonna go from there. Okay, let's see. Do you see my screen? Like not on Twitch, but on Discord.
Yes.
Perfect. So first things first. Okay. Good. 230. Let's see 230 here. So you get into the laning phase. Okay, good. So let's talk about first. So this word that you're putting right here, you know, it's fine in some of the situations, but so there are two problems. First of all, this word, it doesn't protect you from a lot of things. So it's a decent word, but it's kind of mediocre, because if you really think about it, okay, I'm wording here, good luck. Ramus, if he's gonna do anything like this, if he's gonna do even if he's gonna go like this and then he's gonna go mid, your word doesn't see. You see the range of the vision? Your word doesn't see anything. So this word is very bad. Look at this. He goes like this, he goes like, he can do whatever he wants. So this word is probably the worst word that he can go the whole game. Usually I would word not now, early on. I would word after either the second wave, I crash the second wave and I go for a word. If I crash the wave, I can go for a word and I put it here or even here, depending on how big your wave is. If you crash a big wave in the tower, then this allows you to go a bit deeper like this, and you can just put it here. Or if you have just a small wave, you go really fast here, you throw it over the wall, and then you just go on lane. But what's the difference between this word and this word?
Well, you're seeing the you have more vision if he's pathing from second camp and skipping raptors.
Exactly. You can see him like this. You can also see him like this. So usually I would word after the second wave is crushed or after the third wave is crushed. But if you want to word level 1, because that's just how we like it, no problem. Word it, but word it not here. Just word it before the waves meet. You just go right here, you put the word, and this is a good word, because usually junglers do raptors a lot. So if you put it, but if you put it on around raptors, not if you put it like here, like right. Hidden in like that. So perfect. This is like the first thing. Okay, good. In this lane, I wanted to see more aggressivity, because you play Cassiopeia against Malzahar. Malzahar can't do shit. All what he wants to do, as you said beautifully, he wants to push. That's all. But if you can walk up and throw your Q on him, GGBG, especially after level 2, he has no counterplay. So getting level 2, usually it's very important on mid lane. But why do you think it's so important to get the level 2 first? Why do you think?
You want the level 2 first, because you can push them off the wave.
True.
Because your QE combo.
Exactly, and you can go and chunk them, and it's really good to get it, because then you can zone them, chunk them. You have more pressure. You can also go for a ward or follow your jungle if he needs. Like getting the push in the first 3 waves is very important usually. So my question is, if you want to make sure you get the push level 1, what are the things that you can do to make sure you got the push? The things that you can do with the wave, level 1.
Well, level 1, you could push it further, so you can ensure that you're getting to level 2 first.
True. Well, you don't want to push it in the tower though, because if you push, also be careful, because if you go in the other extreme, you're like, okay, I'm gonna push into the tower. Not really. You don't want to push, because if you push in the tower, you're not gonna trade into the tower. So you want to push it a little bit, but not too much. So this is what I call control the wave. But how do you control the wave here?
From this point,
Like here, look at Malzahar right here. He does exactly what he should be doing. Look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him. He's hitting the minions, he's preparing them. Because if he's getting like 2 auto attacks on the minions, he knows that you're never gonna be able to keep up with his pushing if he hits the minions first. This is why you're gonna see a lot of range matchups, challenger players. The first thing that they do, Astro, with Cassiopeia, challenger players, they walk up right here and they hit different minions once or twice. Just because they wanna get this push, they wanna get this prio. They wanna maintain a minion lead. So for example, right now, if you see, Malzahar has 6 minions and we have 5 minions. How does this help him trade if he wants to trade? He doesn't want to, he just wants to push and play safe. But if he would want to trade, why does it mean that he has 6 and we have 4 or 5 or 3? Why does it mean, like, why does it matter?
Well, for the first thing, he's going to get to 2 before me.
True.
Because he's already got that. Secondly, if we trade, when those melee minions are clear, he'll have more minions targeting me than I.
This is why the minion rule says once you got in the lane, you want to get some auto attacks on the minions just to get the push. Yeah, it is true that against melee matchups, some people will tell you that, okay, you shouldn't push because you're playing against melee matchup. But if you use this rule of thumb of like getting 2 or 3 auto attacks on different minions every game in the first wave, you're gonna get away and you're gonna win more games. Because now you could have pushed a lot faster, but he's pushing you. Like the Malzahar pushes you. And this is why it took Comet. This is why it took Comet. It took Comet to win the lane. Again, it's not the best thing in the world, because if you think about it, we had a problem with Ramos, as you saw. You're doing damage, but it doesn't like... That's okay, I'm without Conqueror. This is why you're gonna see pro players. You're gonna see no Comet. Only sometimes face rush if they play against mid lane, a really aggressive mid lane and aggressive jungle, like Elise Twisted Fate, Elise LeBlanc, Xin Zhao Syndra. Maybe they would go for this face rush, but as you can see here, pro players, they don't see Comet, you don't see anything. So this is why it's more consistent. It's because, yes, Comet can be better, other runes can be better in the early game, but good luck killing the Ramos. And today, now it's gonna be Ramos, next game is gonna be Darius, next game is gonna be Jax, next game is gonna be... So this is why personally I would prefer Conqueror. But this is not why you lost the game anyway. So, okay, so we talked about hitting the minions at level 1 more, of course, in the first 2 waves, and I mean auto attacks, of course. Good. So you're trying to poke him a little bit. I like that you try to play semi-aggressive and you try to really get on him. Right here at level 2, you try to walk up on him. So do you see? So look at this. So as you're getting level 2, you're walking up. This is very, very good. But do you see that? Like, what is the worst thing that you can do after getting to level 2? The worst thing that you can do right now.
Using my abilities on him.
On Malzahar, like hitting him is the worst thing that you can do?
No, the worst. Well, I mean, the worst thing I can do is not hit him and take a free trade.
But do you see?
He took a free trade.
Look at your clicks here. Who is winning this 1v1 if you have Q and E?
Technically me.
Exactly. So why are you clicking back? You're chilling. But you see why you're clicking back is because you try to level up your E with your mouse here. So be careful with this. It's something that can hold you back. Actually, your mechanics, my estimation is that they're around gold 4 level or silver 1 level. These are your mechanics, but this is like decreasing your mechanics though, that you're clicking, like you're leveling up like that. Let's see. So now you're walking up, beautiful. You're stronger than him 1v1. You're walking up, you're trying to go for a trade. Now the wave is coming into you. It's very good. You're farming with the E. Very, very, very good. I wouldn't use, you use the potion when you're 70% HP. I wouldn't do that because now do you see that you still have the potion running, but you have full HP. I use the potion when I'm like 50% HP, so it doesn't overheal you. Now wave is coming into you. Let's see some trades here. Let's see if you're walking up. So now you're walking up on him. You tried, you missed the Q, and he's pushing. This is fine. This is fine. And right here, he's pushing you. Now the stream closed. And then right here, you walked up on him. What was your thought process when you walked up on him here?
He had no mana.
I see.
And I knew that not having any mana, he couldn't effectively trade. I knew he didn't have enough to go back.
True.
Because he wasn't going to be able to get much of an item. So my thought process was to get free damage into him. And so when the wave crashes, he's already chunked and I can potentially kill him on the next wave.
Okay, so what does this trade do in the next 20 seconds?
Well, actually, in this particular case, I think I missed a siege minion,
exactly.
and I missed a melee as well.
Exactly. Like, I mean, I don't mind that you give the some minions. I mean, sure. Yeah, I mean, it's a wave though. It's reliable to get it. If it's really low, I'm not saying no, bro. Indeed, in that case, if he's low and you think you can kill him, I would give the wave. I don't care. But in this case, if you're like, but let me go for a trade because in 2 minutes I'm gonna kill him. Really? In 2 minutes? But yeah, but what if he's gonna TP back? What if he's gonna, what if the jungle is gonna come in the meantime? So this is why in League of Legends you need to play for small wins. If you know you can kill him right now and it's reliable, then giving the wave is not a bad idea. But if you play because, okay, I'm gonna do this trade because in 7 minutes I'm gonna go for a solo kill and I know this is probably not gonna happen because you don't know what's gonna happen, not in 30 seconds or 40 seconds. So this is why you wanna ask yourself, how does this trade affect my lane in the next 20 seconds? And if it doesn't affect the lane in 20 seconds, then look at this, you miss the minions, you miss everything here. Let's see. You got 1 minion, 2 minions. Okay, so you got at least the 3 minions, but you lose the siege minions. Be very careful with this pattern. So hitting the enemy because he has no mana does not necessarily means that we have to trade. So we have to ask ourselves, would the trade be really beneficial for me in the next 20 seconds? If it's not really beneficial or getting a kill or getting a flash, then getting the wave is almost always more reliable. Perfect. And now we go for 3-0-0. Okay, he stays in the lane. You go for a beautiful trade here. Nice. Okay, perfect. So let's see what's gonna happen right here.
Ramus comes to visit me, I believe.
I see. So tell me a little bit more about how is this wave. Let's see. How is the wave state here?
So my wave is landing. His wave is almost dead. So my lane state at this point is going to be pushing into his tower.
True. And why?
Shortly.
Let's see it again. And why? What's the reason?
Well, he had 2 creeps left up against my 6, and then I'm basically pushing into. I basically have an extra wave and a half.
Exactly.
To his wave.
Exactly. So then, if you're in this position as Malzahar, are you sad or are you happy?
In this particular instance, I'm not happy because I have he has no mana.
True. So how is the wave state in terms of the particular wave state?
In particular lane state here, my wave is going to be pushing into his tower soon, and he's going to be in a safer state, but he doesn't have any mana.
Okay.
So he's relying clearly on his last hitting.
Okay, so right here in this state, how is the wave right now?
The wave right now for me, I mean, in this particular state, I'm screwed because
exactly
I don't have the mana to really push it, to crash it.
Exactly. So now you're in a bad position. You're in a bad position. You might get ganked anytime soon. So then you can stay here and chill and get ganked and die, or what should you do right now?
I should have backed.
You can back, but then if he's gonna trim a little bit of the minion wave, what can he do right here?
If he trims the minion wave, he could freeze it on this side.
Exactly. So you can't really recall right now. If he's smart, he's gonna kill like these minions, and he needs the enemy wave needs 4 more minions than our wave. So if their wave, if Malzahar wave has 4 minions and your wave has 8, it's a perfect freeze. Of course, if your wave has 15 minions, that's too big.
Right.
But
right.
4, like we have 4, enemy wave has to have in total 8, like 4 more minions. He can freeze. So you can't actually exactly recall right here. So you would have to crush this. And you're saying, okay, but I can't crush it because, well, you can't crush it fast. You're right. But at least crushing it slow is better than chilling and backing, but he can freeze, so it's over. Or staying here and chilling, but still over because you just give more time to the Ramus. Because it's either you push it right now and you're gonna be in danger for 15 seconds, or you chill right here and you're gonna be in danger for 30 seconds, or you recall and you already lose so much and you surrender the lane. So
I didn't really have a good I didn't really have a good choice at this particular. You
have to take the best choice from the ones that you have. So here you should walk up and you should hit the minions like a maniac with auto attack, and when you're ready, when the minions are relatively low and you know you can one shot them with QE, you should do that. But
No, I almost flashed QE'd into him because I could have finished him in 2 E's at that point. That was actually in the back of my mind that I really probably should have flash Q'd and double E'd him
what
here.
is the problem here? There are two problems with this.
Well, the problem is I don't know where the Rammus is at.
True,
I'm getting a kill, but I'm in front of his tower, and
True.
now...
And there's the biggest problem. So if you
still have to do something with the wave.
So, wait a second. So if you're flashing on the Malzahar, what is he gonna do?
Technically, he's gonna flash back.
Okay, so then what? That is gonna be super shitty because they're gonna be here. So you see, if you know you can kill him like really fast and he's very low, that's fine. But if you know that you have two options. Hey, I'm gonna crush this wave, and then after I crush this wave, I can just go recall, or I can just stay depending on what I wanna do. But recall is better because you're low mana, or I can just flash on him, and if it works, I'm probably gonna die against the Rammus. If it doesn't work, the lane is over because I'm still gonna die against the Rammus. So you wanna ask yourself, if I play this decision, this game, this wave, 100 games, will the flash into Malzahar win me more game, or crash the wave safely, auto attack, and then back off, win me more game?
Yeah, crashing the wave probably would have been the
because this is why. Okay, where is your OPGG? This is why you have 50% win rate. It's because you're taking decisions that are like, okay, I'm gonna flash on him. Okay, but what if he's gonna flash out? Oh, true. Then I just lose. True, but you have to have a solution that's gonna work most of the games. And here, if you just crush, it's GG. The worst thing that you can do in terms of 1v1 now, instead of crushing the wave, is... What's the worst thing you can do?
The worst thing I can do here is stay in the lane and try to last hit.
Last hit is bad, true. You have to auto attack the minions like a lot. But what about trading here? How would trading be here?
I mean, trading here doesn't do anything for me.
Exactly. Like, first of all, I mean, yeah, you're gonna chunk him, but I mean, you are overextended. You need to push. You need to push him back off because you're so overextended. No vision. GG, BG. Because here you were like, fuck, man, I didn't flash him, and I was like, wait, but you said you want to be platinum. If you are in platinum, you would have died like 3 minutes ago because of this mistake. So be careful. This is basically whenever our wave state is in a horrible position and we are not able to guaranteedly, I don't even know if this is a word, reliably kill the enemy, then we should go for the safe wave play, push play. Perfect. And then here you recall, or you TP. Here we had to TP because the wave is pretty screwed. Like now the wave is bad, we need to go and fix it. I didn't like that, and I also saw the Cassiopeia game last game. You have a tendency to not look at the wave before you TP, and that's bad. You should always look first for 2 seconds, 3 seconds before you TP, because there are many situations where you're not gonna lose anything, and you don't need to TP. Not in this game specifically, but in the last game you wasted like 3 to 4 TPs just because you wanted to go in the lane, but it didn't really get anything. So now you TP, that's fine. So let's see. We have a position of the recall. Like here, you improve this right away. Like here, when you want to recall, first of all, you can't really stay here because you have super low mana, you have 0 mana. You have 800 gold. Second of all, recall in the middle of the lane like this. I mean, if you have a huge wave and it's already in the tower, you can sometimes recall here. But majority of the cases, you just want to stay a bit closer to your tower, especially because you see Malzahar right here. And the position where you can go, you can't go wrong, the faker position is this one, over the wall. But again, this depends on, usually you want to go here or here even, but if you have a huge wave into the tower, you can sometimes even recall here, sometimes. So the position of the recall was a bit greedy here, as you can see. Okay, let's see what's going to happen here. So you go to mid lane. Let's see, Cassiopeia God. We go to mid, and let's see what we're going to do right here. Try to auto, like last hit, auto, try to push. Okay. We have 2 problems here. Let's see. So you go for a ward. Okay, so again, 4 words. Same thing. Now, the problem with this word is that it takes so much time to actually go and get there. Second problem is that Rammus can be there. Third problem is that it doesn't really protect you from anything because jungle can still come like this, like close to the wall, right? Like this. Because if he goes like this, the ward sees him. But this ward, you see this? I can sneak. You see? I can sneak. Like the vision doesn't cover, you see? Boom, I can sneak. This is why on mid lane, any challenger player, majority of them, they like wards at the side brushes. I'm telling about pinks. Because normal wards, they like over the walls. Over the wall, over the wall, over the wall. On top lane, over the wall. This ward is... Okay, here is like... This is the best ward in the game. If you want to play on mid lane. This is also really good. But again, if I'm this mid lane, I can ward here. If I'm Cassiopeia here, I will ward either here. So I can have this vision, or here. Never here. This ward is really shit. I mean, sometimes this one is also good. If you just
I hate that bush. I don't ever think I actually...
Okay,
yellow
that sounds
that
good.
bush.
That sounds good. Like here, the pink words, side brushes. Side brushes, because they protect you more. So here you try to go on the lane. You try to push. Good Q. He has no mana. Wave is coming into you. You can kill his little minions. Let's see what you're gonna do right here. You're gonna push here. Okay, so we're gonna go into something a bit more advanced. Okay, he's low mana. How does this Malzahar feel right now in this position?
I mean, at this point, he can't fight me. He doesn't have any mana. He's trying to push
True.
the lane for some reason.
So what would you do if you're in his place right now?
I mean, it's not really... I mean, I guess I could try to freeze the lane, because I think that's what I thought about here.
Wait. So if you're Malzahar here, you're freezing the lane, right?
No, I was going to freeze the lane if he ran away.
Oh, you. Okay, so what does Malzahar wants to do here? Malzahar.
Malzahar is trying to push him back.
True. So what should you do if you know this?
I considered chasing him over here, but I probably should have pushed him a little bit more when he first rotated out. I shouldn't have let him come back in.
Like here, you said you can freeze here?
Not anymore.
Well, yeah, because you used your Q. But theoretically, the wave is coming into you, right? So there is no reason to really push here if the wave is coming into you. I mean, the only reason is if you need to get to Drake, or if you need to do something on the river, or if you want to recall. But even in these cases, you can follow on the river when your wave is frozen here. You can recall and let the wave here and recall and come back in the lane. So the concept here is that if the wave is coming into you, and you can let it come into you and he's gonna miss minions, that's fine. In fact, you said you want to be platinum. A platinum player would be like, hey, this wave is pushing into me. There is no reason to push because I know that I can't kill him into the tower and I can't get the tower in time because I need to push this wave and the next wave if I really want to push while he's recalling. So what I'm going to do is that the wave is coming into me. I'm going to let it to come into me. I'm going to last it and I'm going to walk up, boom, 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 stop his recall and then back off under the freeze. Super, like he's gonna freeze a platinum player and he's also gonna stop the recall of the Malzahar, and he's not gonna go too deep like here, but he's just gonna try to walk up a little bit and then try to stop the recall. And now Malzahar is recalled. There is no reason to go for a ward. You're not gankable. All what I have to do, if you choose to not freeze, all what I have to do because he doesn't have TP, push hardcore push before he gets here. You're like, okay, but I need to go for a ward. You can do this after you push, because now if you push, wave goes into the tower, then you ward compared to let me ward right now. What's the difference between the two gameplay?
I mean, I guess I get more CS on the what you're saying because I would and maybe a plate.
Well, plate is a bit greedy. There. Yeah, plate is a bit greedy if Ramos is there, unless he's like really low. But what about the minions that Malzahar is gonna miss?
He would miss 3 to 4 maybe, depending.
Okay, good. And then what about the big vision that you're gonna have here while you have crushed the wave? Will it help you when you face check the enemy jungle? In case Ramos is gonna path there.
Well, if Ramos is going pathing, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Exactly. So this is why you wanna push first. Is because first you like his Malzahar is in base, so you can make him lose the wave. A part of the way, not all of it. Second, Ramos can pass there and you're gonna see him at least. So it's really, really good to push first. Third, you aren't even in danger to actually go for this ward. And as I said, these wards are very bad because you will see Ramos doing blue buff, But then if he's here, 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 or here, you will have no idea if he's around you. So this ward doesn't do anything. Because in fact, you're warding so you can see when he's about to gank you. If you ward here and you know Ramos did blue and he goes on the river, what are you gonna do? Play safe for 3 minutes? This is why you wanna put your wards closer to you. Like this ward is really good. This word is really good. That's all. And then if you want, you can also put this one. But again, only on one side, because I saw that you try to put pink word on one side, then the normal word on this side. That's very bad, because if you put the pink word there, you want to play around it. You can't put your word there. So put your vision on one side. Like okay. Here, the timing was bad. We didn't really like push the wave first and then... Okay. 800 word. We talked about it. Decision making 10-0-0. Let's see. Let's see what's gonna happen here. So decision making 10-0-0. Okay, so I think this is really good. Okay, so you push the wave. This is beautiful. And then right here, what did you do? You pushed another wave. Very, very good. This was beautiful. And then you see Kane into a fight. And now you could get a free plate. Very free. Very, very free. Nothing can contest you. But you see he's actually inside of a fight. This is relatively close to you. And also the guy is low. So you're like, hey, I'm not going to actually go for the plate. I'm just going to go for the fight. This is very good because it was close to you and the guy was low. So this is super good. And when you see that the guy is already dead, you go back to mid. Beautiful. So you rotated because the distance was pretty... So it was pretty close. And it was a reliable call because Malazar has low HP. If this fight is happening on top, you don't give a shit about this one, this one, this... Okay, if it's happening here, I mean, let's go. Like around you. Around you. But around you doesn't mean here or here or here. That's not around you because you can get free plate. So in this case, you took an amazing decision here. It's very, very good. Okay, so this is we delete because it's... Okay, the TP. I think you didn't look. Like here you're like, okay, I'm going to TP because I'm going to, I'm going to save the tower. And I'm like, hey, were they going to push the tower? Not really. Okay, so then why did you TP? And here you said, okay, but I'm going to catch Ramos and I'm going to... Yeah, with what CC? You're gonna chase Ramos? Okay. So you see, this is why usually I'm not a fan of playing with TP in bronze, silver. The problem is that if you wanna get to gold as fast as humanly possible, I would say quit TP. But the moment you get into gold, I think learning with TP can be beneficial. So if we wanna have a very long-term perspective, TP is fine. Short-term, something else is better, like Ghost. But I think we can keep the TP. Just the rule of thumbs are like this. 1, before you TP, look at the tower or look at the place that you want to TP and think about really deeply. Do I really have to TP here? And try to pay more attention. Because here, for example, I would TP for sure because you're about to lose the tower. But when you're going to look for more, and now when I'm going to look, I'm like, okay. The Kane is gonna get the minions. I mean, the tower is 1 HP, but we don't really see anyone pushing it, right? So this is why. The rule of thumb is look first before you TP for 2-3 seconds, and then if you really have to TP as in, I'm losing 7 minions, man. I'm losing a full wave. I'm losing the tower. I need to be in the fight now. But when I say I need to be in the fight, you don't TP mid because you need to be in this fight on bot. That's not the fight that you wanna attend to. Like a close fight. Overall, this TP was... not good. Okay, 18-0-0. Then we greeded a bit with walking up on the mid lane. A bit crazy. And let's see what's gonna happen here. Okay, so you go to mid lane. Okay, this one is a pattern that you have. Like here, they are inside of mid lane. Like Nasus is going, Kane is going, and they are about to catch MF. And she's caught off guard right here. You should not stay for this ward. Like this one, because you see, you're like, okay, but I wanted the 30 gold. They're fighting, and you're not there. They're fighting. So be careful with this. You have this tendency. If they are fighting really close to you, and you see a ward here, or you see a camp here, that's bad. You should keep hovering them, because they are inside of a fight. So you see, like, you wasted like 5 seconds. And in this specific case, it wouldn't matter. But we're gonna play, if you play next game and you do the same mistake, you might lose the game. Because guess what? They're gonna chase MF. everyone is gonna be there, and you're gonna be only 5 seconds late to the party. But 5 seconds in League of Legends fights
is 5 seconds too late.
Exactly. It can be in late game. It can be. Okay, good. TP 1800. Okay, let's see this one. And then now you went to the Drake. That's good. We stay into the brush. We recall, but we don't really have anything to buy. We have 400 gold. And then here I think it's TP again. Yeah, TP here. Well, in this case it was good because he was pushing. But here I saw again the pattern. Same pattern. Like here, look at this. You TP, but then you look. You should look first. See that Malzahar is using Q. And the moment you use the Q, TP instantly, because you're like, okay, he used the Q, he's gonna push, he's gonna commit. Because this guy can't be stupid. He can just W, run away, and then you don't need to TP because you wanna be a Drake. So be very careful because you're not looking before a TP, so you can take a better decision. Because now you're not a Drake, and this is a big of a deal. Because if you're not a Drake, if you're not around mid lane, who's gonna carry this Jinx? I don't think so. I don't think this Jinx is gonna carry. So be careful with this pattern. And then here you push this wave. That's good. You take the tower.
Well, at this point, yeah, like they lost. I know they're taking Drake, so I'm just taking the tower.
Yeah, the option is like what? Going mid, not too far, and then going bot. We don't even talk about it's way too far. You can't do that. So this is, in this case is good. In this case is good. And then here you go in the brush, and then you're like, hey, I need one more wave. Okay, so if you need one more wave, you can stay one more wave. If you know you're gonna get an item of it, it's fine. You recall and let's see where you're gonna go. Let's see where you're gonna go. Theoretically, you should stay with your team and you should look to fight. So you go mid to catch the wave. That's fine. Mid is still close to your team. But now, what is your job in the game right now?
My job should have been staying with the team at this.
Exactly.
Well, okay. So here's my line of thinking, right? There is nothing there. What are they fighting for? There's no objective there. The Drake is down. They just killed the Drake.
True.
Like the next objective that would be in play is the Baron. So I'm going top to stop the tower push. I'm not expecting Captain Fabulous and the Jinx to just like, nah, we're gonna take a fight right here. So yeah, logically I was like, okay, the Baron is the next fight. I'll be top. I'll be in position for the Baron fight. And then these guys decide to go chase something. I think they chase right into a 4-man ult and die.
Okay, and good. So you're using logic in bronze, but in bronze,
yeah,
do you need to use logic? Because
probably
because
not.
if it's like, okay, I'm gonna go top because they shouldn't be fighting, and I'm like, really? 4 people close to each other not fighting? That's not happening. They're gonna just go in. He's flashing in with Kayn. So this is why so it's not bad that you go top. If you have a huge wave that I need to collect to go top and then you go right on mid lane, that's fine. But you just have to make sure you don't spend too much time, because here, boom, she's pushing, so we have to be mid lane. So going top lane and going on a side lane is good, as long as you know that you're not going to stay for long period of times when your teammates are going to be by themselves pushing or trying to get an aggressive objective like on mid lane, or when you have to be into a team fight and you're not, then going top lane is not good. Going top lane is good, or going bot lane is good when you have peak waves pressuring you into the tower. Like if the wave is here, of course we go catch it. But now this tower is gonna fall anyways. So be careful with this pattern. The whole game with the Kayle, you played like this. You stayed bot and you split push. If you play Zerat, Cassiopeia, Orianna, any, there are some specific situations. If you play with TP, you play top or bot side lane. But majority of the cases, we are mid king, because mid, like we have wave clear, you have kiting. If they go on you, bam, you ulti. But top lane, you're like, okay, I'm gonna 1v1 the. Okay, but you can 1v1, but why not 1v5 on mid lane and carry the game and play for the 1v1? So this is why here I told you, Hamel, let's not stay on the side lanes. Let's just try to play more for like team fighting. Okay, so let's see, 25. Okay, this one. Let's see. I think this game was winnable. I really liked your camera control. This was also very good. So I think it was around silver 1, silver 2 level. Maybe a bit more. So as you can see, we have wave management. This is definitely low silver. This is like so low silver. What do we have more? So trading, we can play more aggressive with the trading. We're leveling with with leveling with the mouse. Okay, mid game macro rotations. I also think this is very bad. This is bronze 4 or something. This is holding you back. So right now your rank is bronze 2?
Yeah.
Okay. So mid game macro and wave management is holding you back really hard. Okay, let's see right here. So let's recap. So you go in base. Let's see what's gonna happen. Rumble is dead. We're pinging for the Drake. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Okay, Nasus died and we try to hover. Nice try here. What should we be doing right now if Nasus died?
I mean, I was gonna push bot.
True, but
because we had no vision in Dragon Pit. We just lost to Nasus, and it's a 5v4, and I'm split from them.
Okay. But
so I think at this point I'm just trying to see if I can catch the Malzahar, because I know he's isolated and alone, because we know the 4-man Death Bush just killed the Nasus.
Okay, so
I'm
right
here, if I could get the Malzahar, then I can at least even the fight up. I see KO coming across, so I dropped the ult, because I knew Malzahar was still in that area. You can see him just below on the map, so he missed his window through my miasma. So now I'm moving. I think he even said is like you just need to farm. You just need to go bot.
So here,
you can't really
what should you be doing theoretically as a team after the Nasus is dead? Theoretically,
either getting together in a lump to take the fight or leaving the dragon altogether.
So theoretically, if one member is down and they are all doing the Baron Nashor or Drake, and they all have the 5 members, and we have no vision, theoretically, what should we be doing as a team?
Either pinging away, going to Baron.
Exactly. We shouldn't take the fight because we're number disadvantage. But practically right here, unfortunately, welcome to bronze. He's Eing. So here, I would just follow. Well, not follow. I will not commit. I will hover. Like this, I will hover a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. But now, the moment he's not like crazy in the head and trying to E in and go in,
gone.
I would just run. So you see what I'm saying? So I'm saying, hey, if your teammates are stupid in their head and they are fighting or about to fight, or you see their brain is, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna E1K and I'm gonna be on the wall and go in, hover. Because you don't know how bad the teammates, like you don't know what can happen in the fight. Maybe you can sneak a kill. But the moment when you see your teammates are backing off and they're safe, don't encourage it. Go right away on bot lane. Because now you're like, no guys, I'm here. And the Kayn is like, oh, Cassiopeia is fighting, let me go. And Jinx is like, oh, Cassiopeia is fighting, let me go. True, but we shouldn't really encourage this. Look at the poor guys here. They got a kill, but then boom, everyone is dead. Boop. So we have to be able to understand when do we have to hover, because our teammates, they are looking to go in, but the moment they are stop looking to go in, don't encourage it. Like back off, go on the wave. Because we weren't there to fight. You were there in case your team fights, and if they don't, you just go bot. So you have to, this is why challenger players will be able to get 90% win rate in bronze. Not because they will always win the lane and always have good macro, always. True, that's true. But many people say, okay man, but in bronze the game is different. That's why challenger players can play, because they know how to do this kind of shits. They play around the bad play, but once the bad play is over, like the Kayn backing off here, they just go bot. So instead of having a playstyle that is fixed, they have a playstyle very adaptable. They're looking on the minimap, they're looking on the fight, they know how to play around bad players. So this is what you should be doing as well. Hover more in case your team really wants to fight, but the moment you see that the engager, the initiator, is not really looking to go in, don't encourage it and just back off and go onto the wave, because you knew that in the first place it was a number disadvantageous fight. That's how I would put it. Okay. 25. This one. Okay. Then we have 29. 29. Okay. Let's see. So you're staying on mid lane. Push. We get the montage. I think it's when you're doing the raptors. Okay. So here you wanted to do the raptors. Why did I tell you here?
I think at this point you said I needed to go mid, but we were down. We had lost Kanye, so I was like, I'm just going to take a camp.
True,
And then
but
you were like, no, you need to stay around your team.
true, but why?
You can't be on because they're pushing middle for some
Exactly.
strange reason.
Exactly. Don't know what's going on there. Like, okay, if one guy is pushing mid lane, I'm gonna be like, nah, man, let me just do the Raptors. I want to get some free gold. Yeah, 4 guys are playing, or like 3 guys are pushing mid lane. So if one guy is like chilling on mid lane, you can consider ignoring him and just taking your Raptors if you really think you can get a good item after taking Raptors, which it's not the case in this case, but you know what I mean. But if 3 people are pushing mid lane crazy in the head, you wanna just hover. This is many junglers do this. Bronze, silver, gold. They're like Krugs, the whole team is pushing mid. Like, okay, but I wanna farm, I wanna farm. Yeah, but if they're fighting, they lose the fight, we lose the Baron. Good luck with your farm, you're gonna lose. So this is why, like, we stayed here, and boom, she came, and this was what was happening. We do a montage play here. This time use flash defensively, which is much better, and we won the fight. And I think with Conqueror, a bit more damage, we can also get Nashor, because we're gonna kill them faster, and you have healing on Conqueror. That's why it's really good. Okay, let's see. Concept with pushing. We talked about it. 33 pattern. What is the? Oh yeah, the split push pattern. Okay, I see. So you take the Baron Nashor, beautiful. Then you go to bot lane because you see Malzahar push. You back off, you don't want to follow. Like here we just kill him. And then you have to go bot lane because you have to just take the wave. Completely fine. Absolutely completely fine. Okay. Question here. What should you be doing right now in this specific situation? Option number 1. Go mid lane. Option number 2. Keep pushing.
So this was tough. We lost the inhib. I wanted to push the. I wanted to teleport on top of the Yuumi to at least give us back. I knew we didn't have the Jinx, so I'm like, we're not gonna push this much with Nasus top and then just a Kanye Yuumi. We're really not gonna get a good push on this. So I was just gonna push out that lane, wait for the Jinx to come back, and then repush.
Okay. So we have 2 options here. So you were thinking about TPing?
Yeah, I was going to TP to the Yuumi.
What if you don't have TP?
If I don't have TP, I had 100% been pushing hard bot.
True. Because going on mid lane when they are very far away, like, okay, the concept was, yeah, when they're pushing, you want to be with them, but I don't mean when they are in Africa and you're like right here. Like, you can push one more and maybe if they get closer to you, you can rotate. But in this specific case, the concept that I teach you with, hey, if they're all pushing mid lane, you go mid, doesn't apply because the distance is too much. Like, now you should just look to push. This was a correct decision making.
Yeah, now see, okay, so I pushed this ward up knowing that if the Rammus was going to come, he was going to come from the side. And that ward placement, I should see him unless he goes all the way around.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is where the Jinx joined and you said,
yes,
we needed to watch for the back door.
Yes.
So this is where I'm telling people to pull out. And then when we come around this side, I was pulling out, and then Nasus stayed, and so I went to save the Nasus, and this is where it goes bad.
Yeah, because we have a lot of gold, so technically we should just look to recall. You can also recall like here, because you see them right here, and you have a good vision, so you can just press B. And also, like, when you're pinging, you could ping assistance, but if you ping danger, well, maybe not on their head like this, but danger, like, close to them, they will think that, hey, I don't want to follow, I don't want to, like... I'm not looking to engage. Guys, careful. I just want to back off. Because here...
Yeah, I should have just backed. I should have let him die.
You should just back. Because it's a 3 versus 5.
I think I landed a 4-man ult here.
Yeah. The rule of thumb is that you want to look to hover place if your teammates are in a very dangerous position and you really have to. Or if they are fighting already. They are not fighting here. He's chilling. I would press B and ping danger. And maybe if he's getting caught, and I know I can get a pentakill there, but again, for sure I know I can get a pentakill there, I would maybe consider stopping my recall to hover him, but only if it's very reliable. Otherwise, you can consider ignoring there. It's no problem.
Yeah, he had no business trying to take that red. And then I think we lose the game off of this.
Okay. So early game is majority of the mistakes. Let's go for this Alistar game.
Oh yeah, the Alistar mid Kale smite.
You remember, right?
Wonky game.
Let's see. So what is your plan here against the Alistar?
Honestly, I'm like I've played Cass in the Alistar top. I can't ever recall playing in mid, and so I think my initial was like I'm gonna go Leandries and a demonic embrace, and a Rylai's. I'm like I have no idea what to expect from a Kale smite bottom with an MF. So I was like, all right, I'll just try to bully the Alistar and go from there. So I when I saw the Alistar showing this mid, I'm like, are you sure they didn't put him like the Lulu mid?
Yes.
So I went just to check just to be sure I was not going crazy.
Perfect. Good.
And then again, I do, yeah. So I typically will push up here and most of the time put that ward where I put it last time. It's usually what I do at the 115 to 120 mark. Because I usually always put a ward on the wolf or raptors.
Yeah, you see the mistake. Like we talked about this.
Yeah. So there's the ward. I'm going to correct that.
So what do we need to do with the wave right now?
Okay, so from what you told me previously, I should be auto-attacking these minions already to prepare my lane state for L2.
Just a little bit, not like hardcore push. Just a little bit.
Two or three. Right.
Yeah, 2 or 3. Which in this case, okay, you did 4 or 5. Okay, you're pushing too hard though. Okay, and now he's a melee champion. So what can we do here?
So at this point, I'm going to go try to auto-attack him. I don't want to waste mana yet.
True.
I think I actually hit him a couple more times.
Let's see. So let's see how I want to see the aggressivity of the play. So you E, okay. After this minion, I want to walk up. Good. You have auto, you have E. Good auto attack. Back off a bit because you're gonna tank the minions. This is good. Auto attack him again. You have E here. Auto. You can also E him once or twice. It's just 100 mana and you have 600, so it's fine. Okay, here. So what is the range of Alistar right now?
What is the range of Alistar?
What does he Q?
No range.
Okay, true. So what? So usually he starts Q, right? He can also start W though. But
he can start W, but yeah.
Yeah. So what is his range?
With Q, like what, 300 maybe?
Yes, like it's this range. He has to be really close to you to hit it without.
Yeah, it's like nothing.
So now, what is the worst click that you can have right now?
I guess going back.
Right, like
should be going back.
One, that is this guy is absolutely a minion. 2, you have a billion of minions here, and 3, you're playing Cassiopeia, one of the best champions in the early game. So now you're like, okay, Alistar is walking up. What we should be doing is like walking up and pranking him with auto E. I would prank him a lot. I would use my E so many times that I can chunk him, even though I'm gonna lose a little bit of mana. I will just chunk him, even though I miss one minion. Missing 14 gold, it's not bad at all if you know you can get a significant trade on him. Super.
I should have bullied him more level 1.
Because look at this, you're like, okay, but I'm scared. And I'm like, why are you scared? No, but I mean, I'm scared. It's Alistar. Yeah, but it's level 1. Okay, but I'm scared. I need to get this minion. Yeah, but I could have just go for this trade. And here he's like, even queuing the minion is like, oh, he's giving you so much edge, and you can E him there. You played very, very bad the level 1 matchup. And then here we get level 2. Let's see. So I want to see very much aggressivity here. Auto. Okay, so in this case, at least you went in. Good. And the best timing to ward would be right now. At this position. As I said, after the second wave is crushed or after the third wave. Sometimes your second wave is going to be stuck here and you have to crush first and then go for a ward. But in this case, boom. If this is Faker, Faker has 2 options. It's either he goes for the ward that I told you, this one or this one. Or he goes for this one. Anything that you prefer. If I want to go more in depth with you, he's gonna think, like Faker is gonna think about the jungle pathing, Garen is pathing towards top, so he's gonna put the ward on top lane so he can synergize that and sync that with Garen. That's what Faker is gonna think there.
That makes sense, because he's gonna, okay, that makes sense.
Good, and then here, let's see what we're gonna do. Let's see. And here you're like, okay, so what should we be doing right now in terms of the 1 versus 1? Are we scared? Do we want to trade? What do we want to do? What do you think?
I mean, at this point, I probably should have pushed the lane so I could bounce it off. Because right now it's actually, now looking at this, it's in a terrible spot.
Exactly. Okay, but so right now you're saying it's in a terrible spot, right?
Yes.
So how many? Let's see. So right now, okay, what do you think about this?
I've got his tower hitting his waves where he can farm safely. I've got what? Plus the siege units, 7 ranged units total, and can't even hit him. I'm so far back.
Okay, so theoretically in this case, right here, so how is the wave state right now?
Wave state's pushing towards his tower.
True, but what is gonna happen with the tower hitting the minions?
Tower is gonna hit all the minions. And
true. And it's gonna
looking at this wave state, I'm gonna lose. Another wave is gonna hit his tower. It's not just this wave. The next wave too is also gonna hit.
Your wave, you mean?
Yeah.
But what about his wave? Is his wave meeting closer to his tower or your tower?
His wave will get there first because his wave we're closer to his tower.
And if you count that the tower is gonna kill some of these minions, and also the fact that his wave is gonna be here first, how is this wave right now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 3, 6, 9, 10, 11.
But the tower is gonna kill some, so the tower is gonna. These are dead, for sure.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't kill this wave.
Yeah, because the wave is coming to you right now.
The wave's gonna bounce it.
Exactly. So now, okay. So in terms of the wave, you should be fine. The tower is gonna hit the minions, and wave is coming to you. But in terms of the 1v1, what should you be doing right now? Like what?
I should be a lot closer to him doing damage. Well, I should have put the ward that you said drop down, but then I should be dumping damage into him.
Exactly. Like, no, he's not allowed to do this. Like, but you can say, okay, but I don't know what is the jungle. I don't know. Well, true, because we missed the word. But if you have the word, you can play pretty aggressive here. So you see?
I think I'm actually confused at this point because he's not. He didn't go to his wolves. And so I'm like, okay.
Yes.
He started blue.
This is why this word doesn't help you. It more like confuses you, because even if you know he's doing raptors, I mean, he can do raptors and go top, or he can do raptors and go bot, or he can do raptors and recall and come from mid. Like, it's confusing. But if you have a ward here, no problem. You just play around this side, you stay here or here, and if he comes like this, you just go up. And if he comes from top side, you just go towards your vision like this. So it's really easy to play around the ward because you can play around it. You can stay here, in any proximity. And if he comes from the side that he wards, obviously you're gonna see him and you run, either like this or like this. Same thing if he goes from top side, you can just run like this or like this.
Gotcha.
So the first 15 minutes we need to improve first. And then he came, but again the ward didn't help, and then we tried to do a montage, but didn't work out.
I killed him.
Oh, you killed him! Nah, you're faker, man. Wow. Astro, you're faker, man.
I got another Q and E on him right before I died, and he walked away. And then
someone's at the front door.
That's really good, brother. Wow, I didn't expect this. Really good. Then you TP, then you freeze. This is very nice. And then I saw that you recall. The problem is that if you recall right now and Alistar is coming, he's gonna just push
I
away.
I made a mistake here. I shouldn't have recalled just yet.
Yeah, you should, like, if you know that he can dive you and you're super low, you can recall for sure. But now, I mean, you have some HP, like he can't dive you yet, so you can stay for a few more waves and either like try to push the wave into his tower, which might be possible, but not really because his Alistar is gonna go on you if you try it, Or you just take this wave from under the tower, and when you see the next wave is a cannon, not this one, the next one, you recall on that one.
Yeah, I think I lose like a wave a half here, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose a lot. Okay, so it was like a wave. Yeah, so we need to talk about this. We need to.
So yeah, so I cleaned up this fight because I saw he had roamed, and then this is where my MF is like really complaining about the Kale. I come to take the dragon. I tell MF to go mid because I noticed her farm and she was complaining. She was tilted, so I said, "Look, just take the mid. I can take the bot."
That's why you stayed bot. I see.
I see. And then I came bot.
The problem with this is that you are giving a lead to your MF, but you are not gonna be able to kill Teemo, realistically speaking, more than you can kill Alistar. So yes, MF is gonna be better, but you're gonna be 10 times worse. So
he was super tilted. Like if I didn't, I knew if I didn't do something, like she was just gonna tilt off the face of the planet. Like she was.
You have two options here. Like here is go bot, but you're gonna be 4-1, and you're gonna be decent for sure, and MF is gonna be useful. Or stay mid. You're gonna be 6-1, smurfing.
I would
and
have
then you don't
have
MF. You have AFK MF, but the money is on the player that has a brain, not on this bronze player. Because you see, instead of giving from your resources, that at least, like if you give a little bit from what you have to her, you can't control what she does. But if you take all of the kills, you know responsibility is at you. If you miss position, you lose. But if you play it good, you win. I wouldn't give responsibility to teammates in bronze because they don't have the hands.
I told you this is my problem. I'm trying to rely on teammates and help teammates instead of saying screw them.
Yeah, you can. Well, I wouldn't say screw them. You can like try to give them like a few minutes, but I mean, I wouldn't give my lane to. Okay, come here, bro. You're gonna stay in my lane because you're gonna screw up yourself. And at the end of the game, if she's gonna cry all game, but then you 1v9 because you stay mid, she's gonna be happy. She's like, okay, I won the game, Cassiopeia carried. So she's still gonna be happy. So this is because you have a lot of patterns from what we're seeing right now because you played support and jungle, and you have this supportive playstyle like, yeah, I need to help my teammates, I need to. You're the carry, my man. You're the big man. You're the big boy. You're the guy that should have all of the money on, and get the items and carry the game. Now you're not playing trash. You're not playing Lulu. So we have to try to shift this kind of playstyle mindset. Okay, good. So let's make a plan with all of the mistakes right now. So what do you think are the biggest things that we learned today?
Changing my ward placement to be in a better spot to get better positioning on the jungle, or to assist my jungle a little bit better. Definitely some wave manipulation for getting the early 2 and doing the trading, as well as the wave manipulation up until mid game. Stop the roaming from some of my plays if I'm playing the mid, to stay around mid, hovering around bad teammates to capitalize on their mistakes, and then doing smart trades versus just trading the trade.
Okay. So hovering teammates more, not ignoring them. I mean, sometimes you should ignore them, but it's better to like look there, see what's going on, and you can choose if you want to ignore them or not. It depends on the case, really. Okay, I would say that the biggest thing, okay, so definitely the mid game rotations is big. We are split pushing way too much, even without TP, and we have a tendency to over side lane a lot. Well, over side lane. Then the biggest mistake is definitely trading in lane, and I'm saying this because even if we fix the mid game macro and the warding and the hovering, it won't matter if we're not gonna fix the very first 15 minutes. Because if you play on your account, no, let's say, so if an Iron 1 player plays on the account first 20 minutes, and then I go and I play on it after the 20 minutes, I'm gonna win 60% of the games in Iron, me. if he gives me the account, I play the first 20 minutes and he plays the late game, we're gonna have 80% win rate. Because early game is key in bronze, silver, gold.
Yes, there is no late game most of the
There is
time.
no late game.
Somebody's tilted off the planet and already quit, or
Exactly.
sold all their items and is now playing AP Jinx or something crazy.
Exactly. Perfect. Okay, needs immediate fix for biggest improvement. Trading for sure. We need minimum 35 more games on mid lane. I think that there are also some other champions, because you have some bad patterns from playing too much support and too much jungle. You don't have the mindset of a mid lane that is carrying. And also with Cassiopeia, she developed you other patterns that are bad. So I think that if you can play from time to time other mid laners, it will help you, but just from time to time. Now the biggest problem is like this: how can I get to Platinum 4? Let's see. So let's make a plan. How can we get to Platinum 4? Well, first of all, we need to fix trading thing, then fix, so trading is first, then mid game rotations. And what do I mean by that is like staying more with the teammates and understanding when exactly you have to go for the side lane, either when you have TP up or when you have to catch a huge wave that is pushing into you. And then obviously wave management. This is gonna be around gold, mid gold, but before this it's champion pool, 1 role and 2 or 3 champs. The fact that you're playing a lot of roles, it will hold you back, and it is holding you back even right now. Let me see, where is the file? Okay, where is your OPGG there? Close it.
I think you did. I think you just hit the tab.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's get it again. Do I have it here or not? Okay, I think it gave me on pro guy. Oh, but it's Astro, right? Astro. Okay, I have it here. Perfect. Yeah, so we play a lot of chimps, a lot of champs. If we could, like, this is the best thing that we could do, like playing only 1 role, and you can spam Cassiopeia and Victor maybe. And if you really want to play jungle and you really want to, you can take another.
Point out that Trundle is a support Trundle. Shout out to all the Trundle support people.
Oh my god, man! Oh my god. Yeah, definitely. I think definitely if you. Like, it would be good to play 1 role only.
Yeah, so typically I play so the mids that I spam are Cassio, Victor, and then either Vigar or Ari. Like, I try not to. I've been playing Annie a little bit just because, you know, if I get in a bad slump or something, Annie's just, you know, mindlessly click a button. Support, I play Bard, Brand, Morgana, Thresh, but I try not to play anything more than that.
Okay. So then what is the role that you want to play?
Playing mid.
Playing mid. Okay.
I want to play mid.
Okay, good. So you queue mid support maybe, or mid jungle?
Yeah, that's usually what I queue as mid support. The Nod is either the Nautilus. I actually do play not mid. I like to point out I was playing not mid before somebody decided to play it in league play, but damn Caps.
Wasn't it Faker?
Nah, well, Faker did it a couple years ago, but I think Caps is the one that pulled it out during
MSI. I see.
MSI, yeah.
Yeah, so definitely it will help you if you play like only 1 role, fixing the trading, fixing the mid game rotation, wave management, and then we should be fine. There are definitely many things to fix. I think there is gonna be, like, if you like. At that point, you're going to be around gold 2, gold 3. So it's going to be one more thing to push for platinum. It sounds easy, but it is a lot of work because we have a lot of bad patterns. So let's take a look. Okay, so let me give you the session recorded. Let's see if we followed everything. So if you play 35 more games on Cassiopeia, I think you should already... like apply some of the concepts. I would say that reviewing and watching the game again, like this session again, is good for you because you...
For those of you who are struggling winning and climbing in solo queue but are serious about getting better, I also do coaching for players that want to improve and get their gameplay to the next level. Coaching can't make you better if you just play normals and ARAMs and don't like playing ranked, or you don't care about improving, you just play for fun, or let's say you just play the game for like 3 hours, maybe 4 hours per week, and that's about it, coaching doesn't help you. Coaching can help you if you feel hard stuck, if you struggle carrying games, if you want to stop wasting time auto-piloting and not learning anything, if you run into a circle for a long time, if you want to find out the mistakes that hold you back, or simply maybe you have problems with the wave management, maybe you feel lost throughout the mid game, maybe you struggle with the decision making, macro, and you just want to learn how to do it properly from a professional coach. Or let's say you have difficulties checking the enemy jungle and you die a lot to ganks, or simply maybe you just want to learn how to carry 1 versus 9 so you can actually climb and stop really wasting time. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and book your own coaching now and start improving instantly. I'll see you in the session.